Hey there, YouTube. How's it going? I'm G Being Natural, and we got something a little bit different for you today. I've been asked by one of my friends to react to a countdown video he's made of his top 10 video games in the hit mobile PlayStation game Genshin Impact. Now, I have to specify this right now, and hopefully he won't get mad. I've only seen my friends play Genshin a couple of times. I don't know any of the characters. I don't know much of the locations. Well, I guess I don't know. I should say I don't know any of the characters. I don't know much of the characters. I don't know much of the locations. I don't know the story. Hopefully that'll go down alright. So, yeah, this is just a noob trying to react to a Genshin list. Let's go ahead and get it started. Alright, we'll probably have a link to his video in the description of the video sometime afterward. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get started on watching his video in 3, 2, 1. Okay, yeah, there you go. Get that out of the way. Nope, dang it. Hopefully I was covering
Genshin
that.
Impact, a name and game that has been making waves across the gaming world in various facets, for better or worse.
Yeah, that's what you
And
get
whether
when
you
make
play the game or not,
massive game.
love it or hate it, you can't deny how big this game is and how much of an absolute juggernaut it has become.
Yep.
But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about the characters in this game. More specifically, my favorite characters. Before I get into this list, I want to bring up a couple key points.
Alright.
Obviously, a lot of people play this game, and naturally, those people are going to have their own personal favorites. It wouldn't be fair to bash someone just because they like a character you don't, or vice versa. Everyone has their own preferences when it comes to lists like this, especially when it comes down to personal bias.
Right.
Second, like I said, we all have our own personal tastes and opinions. Your favorite characters will be different from mine, so keep that in mind going in.
Got it.
And lastly, don't take this list to be the definitive list. Once again, this is based on personal preference. As for organizing this list, I'll be organizing it based on how I feel about each character. If you've been following my own playthrough, you may have an idea on a few of the characters that will be on this list. With all of that out of the way, this is my own personal list of the top 10 characters in Genshin Impact. The Gliding Champion of Mondstadt. The Outrider of the Knights of Favonius. If you've been playing for a long time, chances are you have her in your party. As she is one of the first characters you actually meet, Amber was an easy choice for this list. Early on we get to learn about her personality, and at least for a little while becomes a great asset for you during the Mondstadt arc. Boasting a helpful tool in Baron Bunny, she is versatile in helping out with a few puzzles. It wasn't until I made this list that I realized just how attached I personally became, as she was a great help early on, especially in the final battle against Dvalin. However, somewhere during the Liyue arc, she kinda fell off for me, which is why I put her here at number 10. Still, I will never forget that introduction with her. It will always have a special place in my heart. If only that wind glider could carry her a bit further. Ah well, beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah, we'll see if that... Too bad gliders can't carry you up any higher in the list. Number 9.
Suave, savvy, charming. I would say hands down, these are the 3 words to best describe the cavalry captain. Kaya is an interesting character from top to bottom and was a great companion early on in the game. And you might be thinking, is that all? No. When paired with other characters in this game, Kaya can be a very good unit, though a lack on constellations does hold him back a little bit. As for how I personally feel about him, he's fun to use on occasion. Why do I feel he deserves the number 9 spot? Well, my reasoning is simple. I personally think he's a little more interesting than Amber as a character. Though, that being said, I can't really place him any higher, even if he did get some new drip in the 3.8 event.
Plus the
At
eye
least
patch.
Klee gained a new role model.
Number 8.
Hi there, traveler. Oh, you look like something's on your mind.
Oh, Barbara. Why are you so precious? And why didn't I place you any higher? If you've been following my channel
Of course, it's
and my
only
journey on
taken
this game
characters
since
so
my first
far.
episode, I've been running her pretty much since day one. And currently, she's one of only 4 characters I have C6 on.
This video.
Seriously,
Ah.
how can you look at this C6 ability and not appreciate it?
I was surprised.
So cold.
And consider this. As far as I know, Barbara is the only one that actually helped a treasure hoarder rather than just turning them down. She's a very sweet character and looks up to her sister Jean. Unfortunately, she was my second C6, which is why she's only number 8. So
I
who
guess
was
I
my
can see
first?
that.
Well,
Okay. Number 7. Desktop capture. Hopefully that won't affect recording or editing, I should say.
冒険だ冒険冒険だ冒険冒険だ冒険全力恋した冒険だ冒険冒険だ冒険冒険だ冒険天に召せ冒険だ冒険冒険だ冒険冒険だ冒険全力恋した冒険だ冒険冒険だ冒険みんなは俺が守れ天に召せ全力恋した天に召せ
This was my first C6. When I heard the song you're hearing for this entry, I just knew I had to use it. Because as far as I'm aware, this character doesn't have his own theme song. Big thank you to Howlett Owl for letting me use it. Anyways, Bennett, being the guy with the worst luck, is feeling pretty lucky in the fact that he was able to make it to the number 7 spot on this list.
Or at all.
Despite having the worst luck imaginable, he doesn't let that bring his spirits down. He also has a pretty broken burst, which not only heals you, but also applies pyro in a pretty sizable AoE. Another reason I like Bennett is his upbeat personality. And he's kinda like me in a way. No matter how bad things get, he'll always wear a smile on his face. Even Bishop will spend time with him now and then, so that's gotta count for something.
Yeah, true. Number 6. Turn it back up. I think we're good.
If there's fire in your soul, you gotta rock and roll. So put that big old size 13 on and kick it for the homies.
We're talking
This
about food,
rockstar
right?
is more than deserving of the number 6 spot on this list.
Like
As the
guitar.
only person who plays rock and roll in the game, as of right now, Jingan is a crowd pleaser and she's a lot more versatile than you might think. I know people don't like her country accent, but as a southerner myself, I'm here to tell you people that I love it. It isn't often people can get important figures to their shows, but Kuching really seems to like her music. I will get to you. Wait your turn.
Kind of feeling we'll see that
As a
character
character-
later on the list.
Jingan is loud, but that's just the way she is. And she pairs very well with Yunjin. Rock on, Metal Queen.
Number 5.
Dance
Dance of Sacrifice, Act 3. Flickering Candlelight.
The music is pretty nice for this game. I will give it credit for that, of course. But then again, I'm a sucker for that.
Where to start with this character? Well, let's see. She's headstrong, audacious, a bit hard-headed, but my lord, that elegance! She and Amber surprisingly have a very strong connection. So strong, in fact, they're practically sisters. I haven't really used Eula all that much since I pulled her, but I'm enjoying what I've seen so far. One thing I like to see with Eula, though, is a new skin that we can get in some event in the future. I have been told that Eula is a very good physical DPS, and while I'm not at that point yet, I have been enjoying building her. Except for one minor detail.
That stupid talent domain!
But I'll cover that in another video. Keep on dancing, Eula.
Alright, number 4.
Number 4?
What? What did
You're looking at him.
Oh. Dang it, you got me. Sword wielder.
The Dark Knight hero, the King of Pyro, Diona's biggest threat. No matter what you want to call him, D-Luke is hands down a cool-looking character.
Yeah.
He has the looks, the personality, that screw-you attitude that just screams, I'm a badass and I know it. Not only does he have an amazing toolkit, for me, he's been a consistent help with certain domains in the game. Forsaken Rift, for example. There's a reason the Abyss Order mock him so much. He's always taking them on headfirst and holding no prisoners with them whatsoever. Plus, he has a freaking hawk as a pet!
Well, that hawk should have put him in like top 2
What more can I
easily.
say about him? He just works.
Alright. We're getting into the top 3 now. Number 3.
Yes, it's your turn now. Hey, don't you get cocky, Miss Yu-Hong. You're better than that.
Speed of Light.
Speed of light indeed. Kuching, the Yu-Hong of the Liyue Qixing, was for the longest time a staple for me in my journey through this game, and still is from time to time. While she doesn't have the greatest toolkit, that's not why she's this high. What puts her in the number 3 spot for me is the fact that she has a pretty relaxed personality. She was a bit difficult to grow onto at first, but she was a major benefactor for me in gaining a deeper understanding of the game. And that's not the only thing that qualifies her for 3rd place.
Well, I'd say that's a good reason.
She's surprisingly useful in other areas outside of combat. She's similar to a few characters in exploration, as she can use her lightning stiletto to move around. The cooldown is pretty fast too, which means she can explore places like this.
Incoming.
Ah yes, playing as a character that can break boundaries is absolutely a blast to play as.
Though she's not number 1, she'll always have a place in my heart. And my wallet.
Oh dude, no. Please don't spend too much more.
Please don't touch my horns.
Oh, careful. Don't sleep by monsters.
Huh?
Is she a goat? Is she a human?
Is she both?
What is she? Actually, she is a Qilin. What is a Qilin? In the context of Genshin Impact, a Qilin is both a human and Adeptus.
So I was
essentially
right.
a demigod in a way.
Okay, so I was right.
In the case of Ganyu, she has both human and Adeptus blood. Her sweet and caring personality is mainly what gets her the runner-up spot on this list. But not only that, well, just look at what she can do in this clip.
Oh, wow. Well, that is a nice special attack.
I don't think it comes as a surprise to anyone that Ganyu will consistently remain a strong character, both in terms of gameplay and overall popularity. While some people have drifted away from her over time, I will continue to use her in pretty much any team. She's extremely versatile and is great for learning how to use a ranged weapon thanks to that passive skill of hers. And you're probably thinking, why isn't she number 1? Well, there's a reason for that.
I think we're going to get to that in just a little bit. But first, he's got some honorable mentions.
Okay, those were the first 9 entries, and they all deserve their own spots on their list. But before I reveal who number 1 is, let's talk about a few honorable mentions.
Excuse me.
These are characters that were considered, but ultimately didn't quite make the cut.
Alright, the honorable mentions.
Toma, Protector from Afar. Great housekeeper, but that hot pot game. Tanari, the Forest Ranger. Why did you throw away your career like that, Elliot? Yanfei, the Lawyer of Leeway. Also fun to use, but man, she talks a lot.
Tabibito?
Chi-Chi, the Zombie Child. I get the joke, guys. It's been more than 2 years. You can
What
stop
joke?
now.
What joke?
Dory, the Merchant Genie. Her design isn't racist. You're the one who's racist for thinking that.
I'm sorry?
Lona, the Mage of Mondstadt. Just sell your craft already. Ayaka, the Frostflake Heron. Graceful, charming, plenty of reasons to like her. Yoimiya, Flickering Flames. She's perfect for a 4th of July celebration. Or any kind for that matter. Zhongli, the Geo Archon. Why are you always short on money? Klee, Fleeing
that's a
Sunlight.
mood.
Koyo needs to give us back this walking animation. Do it, you cowards!
Ah,
Tartaglia, the Devouring Deep. For a Harbinger, he's not a bad guy. Just misunderstood. Signora, the Crimson Witch. I know what you're thinking, but I am not going to say it.
What
Dia,
are you talking
the
about?
Flame Maid. I don't care if people think she sucks. I like her anyway.
Well, good for you.
Dami, the Wusho Dancer. You can't joke about his name, it's not funny. Screw you, I think it's hilarious. How do you like that?
What are we talking
Karina,
about again?
The Star of Fontaine. After doing the 4.3 event, I relate to her a lot more now. Ayato, head of the Yashiro Commission. Honestly, he's really the only husbando that I actually want. Just look at that drip. Razor, the Rabid Wolf. He is a good boy and I will die on this hill. Nahida, Physica Purity. Included her as an honorable mention to troll the haters, and I am not sorry. Aloy, Stranger
Good for
from
you.
Another World. To the 5 of you that run this character, just know that I acknowledge you exist.
And the few that actually played the PlayStation version of Genshin.
So, we've come to the number 1 spot. In a way, all of the characters in this game deserve some kind of spotlight. Whether it's for gameplay, personality, or even their lore. However, there is one character that I connect with so well in all aspects, they have taken Kuching's place as my main DPS. Not because of their kit, oh no. My reasoning goes much, much deeper than that.
Alright. Well, let's meet the number 1.
Tyrant? No. Evil? Absolutely not. Badass? Oh, for sure. I had considered making Ganyu my number 1, but ultimately, Ren Shogun managed to edge out the top spot on this list. And some of you are probably thinking, you simp. Let me explain
Wow, alright.
why I put her at number 1. First off, there's her playstyle. Designed around aggression and dealing out as much damage as possible, she can destroy pretty much any mob in the game by herself. Her skill also helps out a lot with that. A lot. Secondly, her versatility. She can do more than just be a DPS. She can even work as a support unit as well. Slot her into pretty much any team and she will carry you through most of the content in this game.
Holy smoke, that's a lot of damage.
Now, for her personality. When you first meet her, you may think she's some one-dimensional tyrannical being keeping her people on lockdown, but you'd be wrong. That version is just her puppet. The real Ren Shogun is in a place called the Plain of Euthymia, and she's actually kind of a sweetheart. And when you learn why the puppet exists, you start to understand the Shogun as a character. She went through so much tragedy and misfortune, it's hard not to feel bad for her. Putting all of this together, Ren Shogun will no doubt be a popular character for virtually any reason. Some of you might think she's overrated, and to that I say,
have no opinion, of course.
Fine, you're free to think that. But in my opinion, all the reasons I have listed justify the Ren Shogun taking number 1.
Yeah, we're right around the end of the video.
What are some of your favorite characters? Is there anyone in Genshin that you feel I should talk about? Let me know in the comments below or on Twitter. If this video gets 10 likes, I'll post another top 10. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay lovely, my friends.
Alright. Well, that's it for that first little countdown list. Let's go ahead and take it back to story. Alright, so there we go. There's his top 10 Genshin characters list. Again, as somebody who has not and probably will not play Genshin Impact, probably in a long time, maybe ever, but it's nice to see someone's opinion on a tier list. It's not something I usually do. Maybe one day I'll do a list of my own. Maybe when I have more time and are able to. But I'm proud of my friend for actually going through with a top 10 list. I applaud him for that much. And again, it's his opinion, and it's whatever. Alright. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this little tier list video that he made. And I guess my first ever video reaction. That's not a convention or direct or anything like that. I don't know if I'll do more of these in the future. We'll see how this one goes. Hopefully he appreciates it. Thank you to Shrapnel Man for coming up with the video and asking me to react it for him. I'll try to get this video up as soon as I can. Probably as of recording tomorrow morning. So in any case, thank you so much for watching this little reaction video of my friend's top 10 Genshin Impact characters. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you want, go ahead and subscribe to him. He does a lot of the Genshin Impact stuff. But in any case, thank you so much for watching. Have yourselves a wonderful rest of the day. And I will see you all in the next video. Take care, everybody, and goodbye.